Hello my wonderful friends, Magus here. I'm so excited about today's video, and at the very beginning of it you'll see I'm looking up and a crow flies right over my head, and we're talking about spirit animals, and I thought, okay, this is a sign because the crow means a lot to me. And then at the very end, listen, the crow he caws right at the end as I'm all done, and it comes together so beautiful. But we talk about spirit animals, we talk about putting shield of faith around you, and just living in the Tao, in the Holy Om and Asha, and I think it came together beautiful today. I think you'll love it, but I just thought that was neat. I wanted to share with you how the crow was flying overhead, and then at the very end you can hear him call out. It touched my heart, so I hope you guys love it. Hello my wonderful friends, Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha, and I took a couple days off and I'm so excited to share with you today. And I was just watching a crow fly overhead, and I think it's a sign because today we're going to be talking about spirit animals. We're going to be referencing the Tao Te Ching, the 2,600-year-old Magi text, and even a little bit from the Egyptian Book of the Dead, dealing with, funny enough, spirit animals. And then, of course, we're going to refer to the tarot cards, and then most importantly is the book written inside of us. If you followed me for any amount of time, you know I love books. I'm surrounded by books. They're one of the loves of my life, but there's a book that Spirit, our Creator, put inside of us, and that's the most important book to reference. I want to talk about nature. We're going to talk about, as we know, that what's in us is reflected outside of us. But something I discovered this last couple of days is I was just out in nature and recharging my batteries, that we can also find outside of us, and this is so deep, I don't want to lose you here, but there really in truth is no separation. Asha 12 talks about that there's nothing outside for us. So let me read Asha 12. So, and then we're going to talk more about that. And then I'm really excited. I've got two verses from the Tao Te Ching, 23 and 60, that, my friends, it's so amazing. Everything you need to know is found in there. And we're going to talk about creating a shield around you that evil cannot enter, which we call first circle magic. Here it's called living in the Tao. But my friends, I've shared stories with you. I don't want to go through the same old stories because most of you that follow me know these. But we can put a shield of faith around us, around our family, around our homes, even around our animals, and we can live in that divine life and divine health and divine protection and divine provision, and it's so beautiful. But I want to start with Asha 12 real quick, and it's not contradicting each other, and I want to show you that. Asha 12 says, "There's nothing for me outside." Now, it's funny, I was just saying, I spent a couple days in nature, and I was actually getting fed by that holy Om that we find outside, but I want to show you it's actually inside of us too. It says, "I have spent too long looking outside of myself, looking for meaning, purpose, affirmation, approval, love, truth, happiness in God, just to find myself ever searching. So I quiet all the many thoughts and ideas and stories. I go inside, and there I find my salvation, and I realize there is no separation from my good, my God, because we are one. All the truth and happiness I was looking for is here and now." And then it says, good is, God is, Asha is, the Tao is, truth is, right? So when we're saying about not looking outside of ourselves, we're not looking at the world that has been created from the evil mind, or even a mixed mind, from man's wrong ideas that come from greed and lust and fear, and control, and then has created things outside of us. We're not looking at that. We're not looking at stories from the matrix religions or from history written a certain way, trying to gain control, my friends. But we can look outside of ourselves to the Holy Om, because in truth, the perfect Creator created a perfect world. And I really lived in that this last few days. You can look at the birds flying overhead, and you can channel that energy of how they fly above the troubles. And I just saw that crow flying over as we started this. I really felt that was a sign, because that bird really means something to me. And what I love about them, like you'll see the eagles here in the mountains, and when the storms comes, the eagles will fly above the storms, but the crows, they get up there and they play in it, and I love it. It's so fun. The Egyptian mythology, Horus and Osiris have always resonated with me, and they're the bird-headed gods, and just something about that idea that we fly above the beast nature. We fly above the trials and tribulations of this life, and we can do that. We might not have wings naturally, but spiritually we do. And when we can start to work in that first circle magic, we can fly above the trials and tribulations. And I really saw this in my life. I didn't really fit in as a child. In school was torture for me. I felt I was singled out by the teachers, and they were very mean. The children I found were very mean towards me, because I just didn't fit in with them. And I remember always wanting to fly away. I'd go out at recess into the playground and just picture myself like a bird being able to fly away. When I was in the Army, I remember just willing myself that I could fly. I wanted to fly away from that evil so bad. And then, of course, I told you about being in that Christian cult in Texas, and I was stuck there, and they wouldn't let me contact my family to get me out of there, and I just wanted to run away. I wanted to fly away, and I would always go to that place of being able to fly. I wanted wings to fly away from these horrible situations, and I found them in Asha, in the Tao. Spiritually, we can fly away, my friends. And first it starts just internally with a change of our vibration and a freedom that we find inside of ourselves, and then it manifests. Oh, I love it on the outside. And my real world right now, my friends, is free and beautiful, is Asha, is living in the Tao. I want to read from the Tao, the 60th verse, and it really does hit on this. It says, approaching the universe with the Tao. So I know this is a lot of new language for people. So the Tao, Asha, it's the order and harmony of a perfect creator's perfect idea, not tainted by hate, fear, greed, or the evil spirit, or man's wrong ideas. It's that holy Om of a perfect creator's perfect idea of order and harmony, nothing occurring at the expense or harm of another. It says, approach the universe with the Tao, and evil will have no power. Not that evil is not powerful, but its power will not be used to harm others. Not only will it not do harm to others, but the sage himself will also be protected. If only the ruler and his people would refrain from harming each other, all the benefits of life would accumulate in the kingdom. So, my friends, what this is talking about is what we call in Zoroastrianism first circle magic. It's a shield of faith and protection around us. It's us not being in resonance with evil, because our inner landscape is affecting the outer. Our vibration is creating, and so it's about how we react to what's going on around us. It's how we feel, it's how we think, and it's what we believe. And it's the importance of taking every thought captive, every emotion and feeling that comes up, making sure that it's Asha, that it's in harmony with the Tao of the holy Om, because what we're vibrating, we're creating, and that creates that shield around us, around our family. And what we want to do is hold the vibration that I am a being of light, and I will not harm another. It's that no harm mantra. And my friends, imagine how simple and beautiful it is if all the people lived by that, and then new rulers would arise out of this new community of new thinking and new thought, of no harm, of being a being of light and love. And my friends, then the rulers that would rise out of that would be rulers of the Tao, of Asha, of the Holy Om, of the perfect Creator's perfect idea. My friends, it's about bringing Asha back to earth, at least bringing it back into people's perception, because in truth, that's what it is. And we can get deep with the science right now. We have the multiple universe ideas and theories. Right now, there is a world that you and your family live in, that we all live in, that is perfect. And we just got to come back into alignment with that, and we will see that. And I want to talk about the 23rd verse, because it goes perfectly with this, about harmony and order. It says, those who follow the way become one with the way. Oh, I love that. Those who follow goodness become one with goodness. And in our religion, that God and good are the same thing. So we're becoming one with our good, one with our God, by following that way, that vibration, that holy Om. Those who stray from the way and goodness become one with failure. If you conform to the way, its power flows through you. Your actions become those of nature, your ways those of heaven. Oh, open yourself to the Tao and trust your natural responses, then everything will fall into place. And my friends, that's working from that heart center. It's that guiding force that's actually implanted within each of us, that we call the Fravashi, the divine spark. And my friends, we can find that holy original word, that Asha, that Tao inside of us, but we could also find that original word in nature, my friends. How the streams and rivers return to the ocean. We can find that vibration when we go out into nature and are quiet, and it's so beautiful. Oh, I just love that. I want to read from Asha 13 real quick, because as we're talking about Asha and order and harmony, it all goes back to Asha 13. Asha 13 talks about the original word, that holy Om. And what it is that all good comes from the Creator. And there's no evil in the Creator. The Creator has perfect order and harmony. And if you think about that, we mimic good spirit, because we too are creators of our world, of our life. And we can learn from that. That original Om is that no evil comes from the Creator. So make sure that you realize you are the Creator. You and God are one. So make sure that no evil is inside of you. Check your heart. Check your vibration. Check your thoughts. Check your true subconscious beliefs. And my friends, because that's what's coming to us. That's what prayer is. It's not begging a deity in the sky. It's not hoping really hard. It's what you're vibrating inside. So you're a creator of your life, of your world, just like our daddy, the loving Father. He holds no evil in him, no harm. And my friends, when we do that and we vibrate that just like our perfect Father, and that's why I come every day, my friends, with these messages of Asha, because we have to restore His image, to restore our image, and to restore the image of the world. And the matrix religions, as you know, they teach a God that hates, wars, kills, destroys. And as long as people think God can do that, they're going to think they can do that. And our world will never evolve the way it's meant to be. But thank God there's a book written inside of us. And as we share this message, it resonates with the truth inside of people. And we will return to Asha, because Asha 16, my friends, it is written and it will be. It says, living in truth is life without enemies. The lie and illusion is rendered nothing. So go, Ashavan, truth knower, and enjoy this wonderful life, knowing you are God's thought, living in God's idea, perfection. And it talks about in Asha 16 how man will find his way home to Asha truth. So my friends, it will be, but how fast it happens for you is up to you, because we can each as an individual return to Asha just like that. And then as we do that individually and we share this message and we do it as a community holding these high ideas, and then my friends, rulers and leaders will come up out of this new breed of light beings, and we're going to change the world, and it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful place like it's meant to be. All right, let's pull a card, my friends. And the way Spirit has been blessing us lately with just everything coming together in such beautiful synchronicities, and I'm getting the best feedback from you guys of miracles happening in your life. Spirit, is good to us. It's the King of Pentacles, my friends, and this is ruling over our world, and it goes so perfect what we're talking about. You'll see the king on his throne, and his throne, and even his robe, his holy robe, you can't tell where the nature and he ends and begins. The river is flowing over his throne and robe. The garden is growing up through the ground and into his very robe and throne. He's one with nature, my friends. And so it could be looked at two ways. So we're going into nature, finding that holy word, that original word, that holy Om, and we're becoming one with it. Or from the inside out, you'll notice he has his eyes closed and he's going within, and so he could be creating that from inside to the outside. And it's just that oneness, such a beautiful image of exactly what we're talking about, ruling our worlds and creating our worlds with that original word, that holy Om, and just that nature. There's a nature inside of you that's good, my friends, and when we tap into that good nature, we create that. There's a good holy Om nature in nature, and we can find that and hold that and create that. We can create Asha, heaven on earth, living in the Tao. And you know, a great way to do this is like look into nature, like the way I feel, like when I just watched that bird fly overhead, I felt its freedom, and it stirred a vibration in me, and now I'm holding that, and now I'm creating that, and I'm feeling that freedom that he holds. And you can do that in nature. Find something that resonates with you. It might be an animal, it might be the sun rising out of the darkness, it might be the stream flowing back to the ocean, and that, my friends, everything is going to be okay. The perfect creator has us in his hands, and the creator not only is all around us, but is in us, and we are in the creator, and all around the creator. It's just one beautiful Asha, my friends, so beautiful. I hope that was a blessing to you guys, brought some direction for you to go inside, to go outside, and to see that holy Om, and to resonate with it, and that it puts a shield of faith around you, and that no evil, no harm can enter, because you're not in resonance for it. You're a light being. Your love, your peace, your joy, your kindness, and you're creating this atmosphere around you that evil cannot come in. Sickness and disease cannot come in. Oh, it's so beautiful. Guys, I love you so much. If you enjoy what we do here, please share it with someone. And know I love you. I love you. I love you.